Hello there guys, it's Aiden here with another monthly roundup of all the biggest and best games that you should be scooping up on your PlayStation in the month of July. Now things are a little quieter this month than usual, but that doesn't mean that there aren't some titles that are worth adding to the collection. With things being a little mixed up this month thanks to the new PS Plus, this will be one of your 3 or 4 monthly roundups, which include the latest releases, the PS Plus Essential lineup and the PS Plus Extra and Premium editions, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to make sure you're up to date on all the latest games coming to PlayStation. But now, on with the video. I have picked out the 8 most exciting games heading to PlayStation in the month of July. July got off to a speedy start with the launch of Formula 1 2022. This yearly racing sim comes to PlayStation 4 and 5 with all the latest tracks and stars across your favourite racing teams. This entry actually got rid of the story mode, which was a short-lived inclusion for just the 2021 version of the game, but that doesn't mean that there isn't plenty to get excited over. For starters, this entry features the newly minted redesign of the real-life Formula 1 cars, which comes along with a new handling model to amp up those wheel-to-wheel battles. Additionally, players can rip round the new Miami International Autodrome with fake water and all, and several updated tracks for the 2022 season. Then you've got sprint races, Formula 2, the customizable Formula 1 Live, and even some split-screen action. Formula 1 2022 released on July 1st. Next up we have Arcade-Ageddon, which is actually included in this month's offering of PS Plus Essential. However, it's included here on this list because it finally launches on PS4 and leaves early access. This one was released in early access in July last year, but solely on PS5 consoles along with PC, but to coincide with its PS Plus debut, PS4 players are finally able to dive into the madness of Gilly's Arcade. This is a frantic and colourful third-person shooter where players can team up with up to 3 other players to face off against endless hordes. Or you can challenge each other in a series of hilarious PvP modes. Whether it's on PS4 or 5, Arcade-Ageddon is available from July 5th. Slowing things down a little while keeping that heart racing, we have a horrifically delightful first-person horror in the form of Madison. Waking up in a dark room with blood on his hands, Madison follows Luca, who is at the whims of a demon pushing him to complete a sinister ritual started decades before. This sure does look like a creepy experience with a ton of atmosphere felt through the grimy little details. I actually jumped while watching the trailer in preparation for this video, so you know, those spooks do be high. You can pick up Madison for either PlayStation 4 or 5 on July 8th. On that very same day, albeit a very different experience, fans of an old classic can rejoice over the release of Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series, a remastered collection of both Klonoa Door of the Phantomille and Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. These are side-scrolling platformers filled with vibrant colours and characters, with the first originally released all the way back in 1997 on the OG PlayStation. It's a delightful blast from the past that any gamer will likely sink back into, like wearing a cozy old coat. Despite being pretty well received back in the day, fans haven't seen a whiff of Klonoa since a remake for the Wii back in 2008, so the Fantasy Reverie series remaster is an excellent opportunity to relive a childhood favourite or even have it introduced for the first time, and all with a graphical revamp and a newly introduced difficulty slider. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series will arrive on PlayStation 4 and 5 on July 8th. Next up in the calendar we have Cruit the Mythical Wings. This is a side-scrolling slasher based on South Asian folklore. Well, more specifically, it's actually based on a Thai animated film called Cruit the Himaphan Warriors, but either way, you'll be facing off against fantastic beasts with a number of quick attack combos and some handy wing powers. This one comes to PlayStation 4 and 5 on July 12 and looks like the perfect little indie title to get behind this month, with fantastical visuals that are made all the better as you visit the lush forests, ruined castles and burning cities of the infamous Himaphan Island. Another PlayStation Plus title Stray is the ambient sci-fi explorer where you play as a wee ginger cat on the hunt for its owner. Here you will navigate around a quiet world filled with rooftops to scale, alleys to wander along and plenty of robots to talk to. You'll be communicating with said robots thanks to your handy little backpack robot and hope to navigate your way through the world safely. Stray looks like a pretty laid back experience, albeit one with some butt clenching chase sequences with a semi-detailed art style and some cracking pops of colour. You can become a cat on July 19th on both PlayStation 4 and 5, but remember that if you have yourself a PS Plus Extra subscription, then Stray will be included on day 1, so that is the middle tier of the 3 PS Plus subscriptions. If you take the stylistic art style and slow motion of Superhot and blend it with the frantic wall running action of Ghost Runner, you'll end up with something like Severed Steel. This first person actioner was developed for the most part by one man and released on PC last year. However, now is finally the time for PlayStation players to get a taste of the action. Severed Steel is all about momentum as you run and jump and slide around your enemies, yanking weapons from their about to be dead hands. There is no reloading in Severed Steel, so you have to ensure that you are hitting your marks and being tactical with your choice of weapon. But like other high-octane shooters such as Doom, this one will have your eyes wired to the screen when it launches on both PS4 and 5 on July 20th. This next entry includes gameplay that features strobe effects, so photosensitive viewers out there, please be advised. Anyway, speaking of Doom, Post Void is a heavily influenced retro first-person shooter that values quick reactions over anything else as you shoot anything and everything that gets in your way. You're going to have your wits about you to survive this one. This is yet another PC release finally making its way to the lands of PlayStation, and it is a really nice game to add to that collection. Its hypnotic art style will ensure that there is absolutely nothing else on your mind except from Post Void, so be sure to pick this one up when it launches on PS4 and 5 on July 21st. Those are just the titles that caught my eye this month, but let me know which games you are looking forward to that maybe aren't included here. And as always, leave a like on the video if you'd love to see more PlayStation content just like this, as well as reviews, news, guides and gameplay, all right here on Push Square.